Hey Diarco, how are you doing, bub? Good to see you, man. All right, I'm Clark Millspaw with the Harvast here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And in January of 2009, I was invited by two real close friends to come and meet a young lady at Eugene Field School. I met a lady named Heather Oakley, and she had started a program the previous April at Eugene Field, which was called Global Gardens, and it was an after-school program at Eugene Field School for him. And I was waved into the office of the principal. Her name's Cindy Him. And as I sat and walked into her office, and at the foot of her desk on a beanbag was a little African-American girl, first grader, and it was 1:30 in the afternoon and she was sound asleep. And I go, Cindy, what is going on? And she said she came to school today with an empty lunch pail and she was stealing food because when she went home at night she didn't have anything to eat. And so after crying and hearing this story about a need that Cindy saw in our community to have a grocery store, I left her office after hearing that, and I drove around to go back down to my office, and I came by two metal buildings, and there was a moment that I know God pretty much kidnapped me or just said, hey, stop. And I stopped right in front of the buildings and called the realtor.
Okay. I'm Dan Young, and I've been volunteering here at the market since we opened, which was April 2009. It's been a large impact to the community because previously people in this neighborhood, of which there are approximately 3,500, most of them, half of them at least, live in subsidized housing units, and many of those do not have transportation. Therefore, if they shop for food, the closest store is at 51st and Union, which is 3 miles from here. So the first impact is they are able to come here and get most of the food needs satisfied. Secondly, the way we price things is to match the prices that they will find at the supermarket. So they're not paying exorbitant prices. They're paying what they would normally have if they had a supermarket here. We started the cooking classes at the same time, just about the same time that the store started, and it's very participatory. The kids are cutting, are mixing, are putting the whole thing together, and it's an event. We have, for instance, the junior league ladies have come in and have started a cooking class using the facilities. They've had their first one, and I think they had like 10 people. The whole idea is cooking healthy, and also what we want people to do is show them a recipe that they can come out here to the store, buy the stuff, and go home and cook it. All of the ingredients to feed a family of 7 cost them $13.50 here at the store.
Wow.
So they could pick those ingredients up, go home, repeat it, and cheaper than they could go to McDonald's, and much healthier, of course. So